Bob Dole had some harsh words for the Republican Party when he went on TV recently. And then Olympia Snowe, no relationship to Jon Snow as far as we know, although she is up on that wall in the northernmost state in Maine. Also joined her, Bob Dole, in the harsh comments. Let's hear from former Senator Bob Dole first.
Yeah, it seems almost unreal that we can't get together on a budget or legislation. I mean, we weren't perfect by a long shot, but at least we got our work done.
It's tough to hear old Bobby Dole in that condition, of course. He served from 1969 to 1996. He ran against President Clinton and obviously got walloped. He says, look, it wasn't like this back in the day. Yeah, we were Republicans, they were Democrats, we'd fight, but at the end we'd pass a budget. Now, he put some of that blame on President Obama, which, as we know, is comical. Look, there's 1.5 million things to blame Obama for, but Republican intransigence isn't one of them. Obama proposes things, Republicans say, no, 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 no. And in fact, even Dole during the interview admitted that the cloture has been abused, meaning that the Republicans have done far too many filibusters. And then he had this comment.
I think they ought to put a sign on the National Committee doors that says closed for repairs until New Year's Day next year. And spend that time going over ideas and positive agendas.
Yeah, saying, look, you Republicans, man, you are driving this party off a cliff. You've got to figure out what the hell's going on. Close up the party until you figure it out. And by the way, I once went as Bob Dole on Halloween, probably the only American. And I've apparently got to retire that costume because it would be too much now. But bless his heart, even in his, diminished physical state, is still mentally sharp and has some words of wisdom that the Republican Party should listen to. He further went on to say whether he would even make it in today's Republican Party. He said, I doubt it. He said Reagan wouldn't have made it. Certainly Nixon wouldn't have made it because he had ideas. We might have made it, but I doubt it. Okay? Now, saying Nixon was way too liberal for the current Republican Party and that he bothered to have ideas and these Republicans don't, those are harsh words from the former leader of the Republicans in the Senate and their former presidential candidate. So, and he's absolutely right about that. And, it hurts their electoral chances and it hurts the country when you can't actually legislate and do something as simple as pass a budget. Now, Olympia Snowe is in the Senate and she's going to say similar things.
Well, I certainly do agree with the former majority leader when I first entered the Senate and who was a consensus builder and understood what was essential and what was important for the Republican Party and what was important for America. And that, unfortunately, has been lost today on Capitol Hill. And yes, Republicans do bear responsibility, and do the Democrats. You have to work together. And obviously, the Republican Party is undergoing some, significant and serious changes, and they're going to have to rethink their approach as a political party and how they're going to regroup and become a governing majority party that appeals to a broader group of Americans than they do today.
And the only reason she can say that is because she already retired. If she was sitting in the Senate, she of course couldn't say that. She'd have to say, rah, 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 Republicans are awesome. But her night's watch is over. So she can be honest about her party. And the reality is winter is coming. And it's true electorally, it's true in terms of their ideas and their ideologies, certainly true demographically. This party is in a world of trouble, and they don't seem to be able to see it at all.